What is going on, my fellow youngsters? My name is YoungsterJPow, and I'd like to begin with a big shout out to TPU, the Poke Union HD, you guys for uploading this video for me, and as well for all you guys that are out there watching it and giving me that support and supports this channel as well. You know, this looks like a great Pokemon community channel, and I really do hope that it's going to take off. So yeah, so I've got a great NU match with you today. I actually think it's one of the best matches I've ever had personally, and by good match, you know, I feel like a good match is a tight 1-0 win, so you should definitely stick around right till the very end to see what the outcome is. And if you haven't already been able to figure out by my team preview, as well as a little Photoshop layout I made on the side, I am actually using a Mono Kanto team, using, you know, all them first gen warriors in this NU match against a great guy called ShadowArty. There should be a link to his channel in the description, and he hit me up on Skype, was like, yo, you want the battle? And I'm like, sure dude, anything for you. And he's got this, you know, this amazing NU team that I've seen him play with numerous times on his channel. So yeah, definitely take him out if you like what you see. And yeah, so I'm using this this NU team you know, purely for a bit of fun, as well as, you know, wanting to use like the Pikachu, the Wartortle and the Charizard, you know, do Ash Ketchum proud, as well as, you know, having my Raticate, because my Raticate is in the top percentage of Raticates, and give a good old thumbs up on the video if you get that Youngster Joey reference. So yeah, I think I can't really be bothered to talk for much more just on the intro, so let's go ahead and let the battle begin. So what I'm actually going to decide to do is I'm going to lead off with my Golem, and for the very reason that he has the sturdy ability, and I can get my rocks, and if I get brought down to my sturdy, I can then activate my Custap Berry and explode on someone's face. But he actually does decide to lead off with his Haunter, and the way he does that kind of tells me that he's going to be choice in some way and look to trick my Stealth Rocker of the team. So I predict the trick on the first turn, and straight away I'm like, no, I do not want to be choiced into Stealth Rock, so I'm going to hit him right in the face with a Rock Blast. And, you know, this is easily going to take out one of his biggest threats on his team early on in the game, because, you know, the fact this Haunter was Choice Scarf tells us that it can easily outspeed my entire team and, you know, OHKO all of my Pokemon. So, you know, it's a huge threat gone first turn, but now he brings out this big ass annoying Palm Tree, and this literally scares the fuck out of me. I mean, you know, it could be so many different sets. You know, it could be like a Sunny Day Sweep and Chlorophyll attacker, it could be a Choice Specs attacker, or it could be one of these annoying bitch ass Subseed and Harvest Protect. You know, it's just annoying. You know, it's so hard to take down, but you know, it's kind of what makes them such a great Pokemon to use in the NU tier, and for any tier in that matter as well. So I do decide to stay in just to try and figure out what set he is. I mean, I do still have my Sturdy, and if he does decide to go for the Substitute, I do want to try and break his sub before dying. And yeah, that's kind of what I'm planning to do. I kind of just want to leave my Golem in to die. I mean, he's already taken down a huge threat on his team, and the fact that he is choice as well means that he is going to be kind of hard to use on my half as well. So, you know, I kind of want to get as much damage off on this thing as possible, and try and leave myself having a free switch into any one of my Pokemon, and not have to deal with a Substitute before wanting to take down this Executor as well. So that's exactly what's going to happen. He is going to kill me off with the second Psychic, and down goes my Golem. So he's you know, sitting at 5 for 5, but he does have Executor out, and it is looking fairly solid. So what my plan is now is to go out into my Jimmy Savile, which is my specially defensive Hypno, bluff the Toxic, so he's going to go, so that he would go for the Substitute, trying to protect himself from the Toxic, and switch out into my Lieutenant Spurge and then encore him into the Substitute. But instead he does go for the Leech Seed on my specially defensive wall, which I guess is kind of like the better player as well. If I did try and want to stall him out, that does kind of limit my stalling capabilities, but instead you know, trying to encore him into Leech Seed is just as good. But he does again go for the Protect, which is annoying because it is going to protect him from the Encore, as well as him getting his Harvest back. You know, Harvest is an ability which allows you to have a 50% chance to get back your berry if you use it, and that's, you know, kind of why these are such an annoying Pokemon to take down. Yeah, so I do decide then to go for the Substitute, predicting him to switch out maybe because he knows that I do have the Encore, but instead he does go for the Psychic, and because Pikachu has like no defenses whatsoever, that is easily going to break it, and I do not want to take another Psychic. So I decide now to go out into Alduin, which is my Charizard. He is a Timid Life Orb set with Roost, Air Slash, Fire Blast, and some other move which I can't remember, probably Hidden Power Ice maybe. And I'm fairly sure I can get a safe switch in, as he will want to go for the Substitute. And what I can easily do now is, after he does all that protecting shenanigans, I can just go for the Air Slash and break his sub. And because I am scared that he is going to be fairly invested into bulk, I'm then going to go for the Fire Blast to ensure that I get the KO on this thing and take down his biggest threat. But yeah, so yeah, I mean I break his sub. Apologies there. I end up breaking the sub, and I do take the Psychic fairly well. And now he kind of predicts the fact that I'm either going to go for the Air Slash or the Fire Blast, so it brings out his especially defensive wall, I presume, which is going to be his Lapras. And I'm just going to hit him hard with a Fire Blast, and watch his HP go, and it's going, and I get a critical hit on the switch, which is absolutely amazing for me. Nearly OHKO in his especially defensive wall. It's just amazing basically, but you know, Hacks does always eventually even itself out, and I go for the Air Slash because it does have a higher accuracy than Fire Blast to ensure the KO, but of course I'd missed the Air Slash, and that's what I mean about Hacks does even itself out, which does then make up for the crit that I got on the first turn. So my Charizard goes down from missing the Air Slash, and but yeah, you know, I've managed to take down his Lapras to a low enough amount of HP as to where I can bring in my Lieutenant Spurge and simply kill him off with the T-Bolt. And yeah, so again, that is, you know, another great Pokemon that I've managed to take down, but now he does end up bringing in this annoying Palm Tree again, and you know, I'm thinking now, maybe if I can sub up, he's going to predict me to switch, and he's going to sub up on the switch as well. So I predict that again extremely nicely, and as he does just about do that, I can now you know, just basically safely go for the Encore. And now that he's encored into only using the Substitute, I can get a free, I get to keep my Substitute, which is amazing, and on second of that, he's obviously going to want to switch now, you know, because he knows that he can't do jack shit to me whatsoever, and so I get a free hit off on anything I like, and that is going to be his Electros. So I do go for the Hidden Power Ice, as he switches in his Electros, and it does around 25% a third. So I switch up moves and go for the T-Bolt because I think it will hit for more damage with the stab bonus, and it does just about do that. It will be a solid 3-hit KO as he goes for the Grass, not to break my sub. And now he is scared that the next T-Bolt is going to kill, so he's going to predict the next T-Bolt. Again, good prediction on my opponent's half, and he's going to switch out into his Golurk, which will not take any damage whatsoever from the T-Bolt because it is that ground type. So I think that Pikachu has done just about enough for my team, so I feel like I can get one more heavy hit off on it with a Hidden Power Ice. It's going to do well over half, and then I'm simply going to die to his Golurk Shadow Punch. But yeah, you know, Pikachu has done work for me. I mean, he's a fairly crap Pokemon, to be honest. I mean, he's not fully evolved Pokemon as well, but with that Light Ball item that does double his attack and special attack stats with a fairly decent base 90 speed, he has done a lot of work for me in this turn. So now I do decide to go out into my Raticate. My Raticate is in the top percentage of Raticates. Again, Youngster Joey references flying around here, and I'm simply going to go for the Protect on the first turn to ensure that I can get my Guts ability activated from the Flame Orb kicking in. And then I don't think it realises just how powerful my Raticate is. I mean, he is in the top percentage for a reason, and killing off his Golurk with the Sucker Punch from around 55% is just one of the reasons why. And now he thinks that he can bring back in this Palm Tree of his and simply, you know, stall me out and all that. But I do have the U-turn, and the U-turn is times 4 super effective, and that is easily going to take him out. And, you know, that has 2 huge threats gone to my Raticate, which is absolutely amazing. I think the score is now 4 for 2. Apologies if I have got that wrong. Again, you can see what the score is just by simply looking at how many X's have been crossed out. But I think he's down to his last 2 Pokemon, as I still have 3 remaining, and I'm now going to bring out my Rubber Dinghy Rapids Bro, as he gets the Switch Initiative and is able to bring out his Electros. I'm fearing the T-Bolt, which is easily going to be able to take out my my Wartortle. I go into my specially defensive wall, which is my my Hypno, and I know I can definitely outspeed. I'm hoping that the Psychic's going to kill, and I'm watching the HP go, and again I do get the kill, which is great news for me. Hypno out there doing work as well with his big ass nose, and now he's down to his final Pokemon, which is his Pepe, the stun tank. Whilst I have my Hypno, my specially defensive wall, my physically defensive wall, my Wartortle, and then my top percentage Eradicate. So my plan was now is to go out into my Wartortle, try and toss off his stun tank as much as possible before my Wartortle actually dies, and then switch out into my Hypno, and then go from there basically. So that's kind of what's going to happen. It is going to be slightly stally as my Turtle tosses off his stunk. So I think I'm going to take this chance now to say, thanks again TPU for uploading my video, and again, if this channel could get progressively a lot bigger, I mean, it definitely deserves all of the limelight and the credibility to the channel as well. And also, it'd be great if you could come and drop down by my channel as well. My channel link will be in the description. It'd be awesome if all you guys could come over and drop a sub for me, give me that motivation to keep uploading these videos, as well as trying to strengthen the Pokemon community. So yeah, I mean, my Wartortle does eventually die, and that's pretty inevitable about that. And now onwards with the next part. So as I said, I get to now get a free switch out into my Hypno, and because I am Choice Scarfed, Jimmy Savile is going to be able to trick his little skunk and manage to swap items, which now means that the next move that his stun tank is going to go for, he will be locked into it. And the reason I've done that is because if he wasn't choiced, then on the following turn he could go for the Sucker Punch on my Raticate, which is definitely going to outspeed me, and then he could win the game himself. But now that I know that he is choiced, and the fact that he doesn't have that recovery means that I can send out my Raticate, go for the quick attack, kill him off, and win the game. But of course, it's never that easy. I go for the quick attack, and he just about lives with like 3 HP as he goes to the crunch, and I'm like, holy shit, that's gonna kill me, and I've just lost the game. But no, I live with 37, but after burn, I still just about live, and look at how close that is, ladies and gentlemen, and I now can win the game on the following turn with the quick attack. But of course, he has the Aftermath ability, and that is a double down on the final turn of the battle. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the closest match I've had since I've been playing Pokemon, and I've been playing it since that Pokemon Red, Blue and Yellow. So thumbs up for the video if you enjoyed that tight 0-0, I think it is. Yeah, we think we did agree on the tie, but I think on paper it comes down as his win, as it was his ability that killed me off. So again, as a fantastic battle. Credit to ShadowArty, who was the the amazing opponent. Again, definitely check him out, and check me out as well if you like bananas. My name's YoungsterJPow, guys, and I hope to hear from you soon. Thanks.